getting rid of, that's one of my pet peeves, I'm telling you, we're not gonna complain. We're not going to complain, we're gonna take action.
Action.
All right.
And if you do complain, that transfer portal works two ways,
Yeah,
right?
yes.
We're gonna get players in here. Now, obviously, the recruiting ground is Mississippi. Mississippi is where it starts and where it's in. In between that, we still gotta get some good players. And I have recruited all over this country. But that's gonna be focused. I also want us, educational wise, we talk about graduation, man, that is at the top of my list. And that's from, all of our kids, have graduated, 2 engineers, 1 fitness, we have 1 now at Howard.
All right.
She's in her 2nd year, and hopefully we're gonna have our son coming up here to finish, finish his school. So
All right. Ready to go.
we need that back at discount.
Let's go.
So when I say it's important to me, let's look at the truth. Let's look at my family, because it is. I'm not just talking. I personally left school early, 3 years at Florida State. I did 75 hours to graduate. Took me 14 years, but I went back
Okay.
and finished because it was important to me, and I got into grad school. So you talk about, let's be real, I was probably 2 years behind when I went to Florida State, academically. What did I do? I realized that. This is the problem. Put in the work with his tutors and went on to get into grad school. So it can be done, and I'm living proof of that.
All right, that's all.
All right. So besides this, how do we get there? I just told you guys about that with the administration, making sure that we are aligned properly, which we are, having an open dialogue with everybody. Tutors, professors, whomever it is, my door is always open. If one of my athletes is giving you problems or you have some issues with, I'm available.
All right.
We're gonna handle that.
All right.
We're gonna take care of that, because they are representing the university, or represent us, or represent our parents, all those things. So that will be the address. Community support, again, coming out, hanging out. No more talking, let's open the pocketbooks, let's get it going, right? Let's get it going. Alumni, former players,
All right.
come back. I want to see it. I have no issue talking ball with you, talking situations. What are we doing? Why are you not hitting that over receiver? Why are we not doing that? Why? Okay, that is a conversation. I have no issue with it. I want you to come back. This is a family thing, because we are stronger together, right? We are stronger together in how we get this due commitment, so no feelings are hurt. And obviously, the embracing change and hard work never ever fails. The other part that's gonna help us is the staff. The staff gonna put together is gonna be elite staff. Their vision is gonna be aligned with our vision. They're gonna teach fundamental football. I don't think you can improve and grow if your fundamentals are not good. Game-wise, I want us to have the ability to change game plans week in and week out if needed. During the game if needed. I don't want to line up and be like, okay, we want to run this power hole, and they got a 10-man box. No, protect them both ways. Or slant. Or they blitz and just have hot rock. Defensively, the same thing. If they can pick up the blitz, we're gonna play it. If they can, we're gonna play zone. We're gonna have the ability to make those adjustments, whatever point, wherever we're playing. Knowledge, the teaching part goes to knowledge and understanding. There are so many athletes, super athletes. I watched a young man last night with Buffalo Bills, who is, I ain't gonna call his name, he's a super athlete that doesn't understand the position he's playing. This is a pro. First round. And the size and measurables. The measurables will get you in trouble. The measurable recruit will get you in trouble so to get the guys that make plays. But he has the measurables and he just lives off his athletic ability. And it made me sad last night watching him play because he didn't have any answers. And why didn't he not have any answers? The coaches didn't teach him. Oh, let him go. You know, he's a super athlete. I'm not gonna bother. They didn't teach him the fundamentals of the game. Fundamentals. How to make adjustments. If they give you this, what are you gonna do? Why? That takes time and patience. And I have been of that. So, all guys gonna have that. Core values, real quick, touch on that. I don't ask the players. I used to hate when the coaches say to me, hey, I want you to give me 110%. Huh? What you mean? I only have 100 to give. So I want you to give me 100% every time. In February, in May, in September, in August. I want you to give me 100% all the time. I'm not gonna ask for 90, 110, 115. Players here, I want 100% all the time. Attitude. I've been back and forth on what's most important to me as a coach, right? As a leader, as a influencer. And you say athletic ability, fast, does he run 4.3? Can he throw the ball 70 yards as a quarterback? You know, all these things, lineman, is he 6'4"? I can tell I was arguing about a guy with a D-line coach about, well, he's 6'3" and a half, 295, so we can't use it. And we looking at tape, and they can't stop us. When the best player, defensive player in the NFL for the past decade was 5'11", 285 with the Rams, Aaron Donald. And you telling me I can't sign this kid when his attitude separates him. Positive. When you have a bad attitude, what happens? Affects everybody. So that's on my list. That means commitment. Commitment to the process. Commitment to the process. It's not gonna be easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it, right? If it was easy, everybody would be in great shape. It's hard. That means discipline. We talked about discipline. We will be a disciplined team. And if there are some issues where we're not, then we'll be happy. Simple. You have to keep talking about that. And probably, with all that being said, you put all that together, what has to happen? You have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. Days that you don't feel like, I know like yesterday morning, before I came up, I didn't want to get up to work out. I had to get up at 5 a.m. I didn't like, man, I don't feel like it. But I had my toes laid out. And I said, if you don't work out, are you gonna get it in? And what's your goal? I told the players right there, I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be ready. So in order to be ready, I got to be consistent in my approach. So I got up and worked out and felt great, right? So, in wrapping this thing up, again, we cannot do this alone. Right. We need support, not just talking, back in the stadium. We need everybody to buy in and understand this is a new era. We don't want to do things the same way. We don't have to do things the same way. I agree with that. I'm standing up here, right? If we don't do things the same way, we can hire somebody that didn't do it, right? This is something new for everybody, right? So my plea to you is to say, the journey. Let me hear everybody say, the journey. I can't hear y'all. I can't hear y'all. The journey. The journey begins now. Let's get to work. Thank y'all for coming out. I appreciate that. Thank you.
One, two, three. Right here, right here. Right here, right here. Right here, right here. I might. Yeah. I need to talk to you. Okay. So we got a guy named Javier. Okay. Who was good at recruitment here in Valley. He's no longer here, but he's open. Okay. To coming back if his husband is willing to bring him in. He's
I think he
Hispanic.
took my pen.
Did he?
Yeah. You want to just give? You want to give him? You want to give him?
Dr. Briggs, how you feel about this new hire?
Oh, it's absolutely great. It's great. It's going to be a really good year for us. Looking forward to it.
So a lot of people been talking about NFL coaches. You got you one.
You got one, and we're going to be successful with it.
Thank you.
He's a great man, as you heard.
Absolutely. He sounds like he's going to blend right on in with this Valley family. He's bringing his own son to matriculate at Mississippi Valley State University. So that's always good when you can bring another student to the population.
Looking forward to it.
Thank you,
Good
Dr.
talking with you.
All right.
Right.
Amazing. Y'all doing?
I'm looking for you. Dr. Bonds.
You was that boy? Okay.
Dr. Bond, how you gonna feel playing next to him now that he's the head football coach?
And we're excited. We're gonna hit that get buck, get buck, get buck, get buck, get buck. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Y'all can one more call together. I don't know everything's on you.
Thanks, Doc. You get ready to do an interview?
Yeah, I guess we can all tag team.
Yeah. If I can hear it.
We're trying to make that 6 o'clock. Trying to make 6 o'clock.
Gotta make that deadline.
You take a picture. Counter in the house.
Woo!
Sorry. One more. There we go. There we go. Y'all give me 1 second to interview real quick. Okay. All right. Plug it up. Everybody want to tag team?
He know you went to Florida State like
Yeah, I just told him. I just told him. Okay, yes, sir. All right. Just straighten you up. You're in that nose.
Yes.
You're in that nose chop. You can look at me. I know that's a little bit. Hold on. If you go over this way,
How you doing?
all right. First of all, Coach, you touched on it earlier. Why that? Oh, man, that's a plethora of reasons. One of the main reasons is the potential that's here. You've seen in the past the great players that have come through here, Hickman Jones, Ed Wright, Willie Todd, Ashley Ambrose, and I want to bring that back. That starts with the recruiting and it's bringing excitement back. Putting together a great staff will allow me to do it.
And I know you touched on that you're Mississippi made and you always wanted to be a head coach in Mississippi. Expound on that in terms of being bred here in this state and now you are part of this coaching fraternity in the state.
Mississippi made. I'm from a good Harlan family out of Columbus, right? We're gonna work hard with discipline. We have a vision. Sometimes you get overlooked, right? So I want to give us that opportunity to shine nationally.
And I know you're coming into a program that has struggled over the past
20 years.
20 years since we've seen a winning record here. What is it going to take to get this thing turned around?
Build a coach, talent, commitment, and then schematically the front, the offensive line, defensive line, and then playing the win, not the lose. So that goes to attitude. And I was telling Dr. Griggs, a new mindset, right? You can't keep doing the same old things and expect something. That's why I'm standing here.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be different.
Yeah. I know too that patience, is that something that is a part of your makeup?
Absolutely. Patience when it's needed. Like right now, we trying to finish all that, and I'm just getting here. And between me and some of my other members of my staff, we're still trying to get players in.
Where does this day rank? You've accomplished so much. You're Super Bowl champ. Jim Thorpe Award is the best defensive back in college football. And now head football coach at Mississippi Valley. Out of all that you've accomplished, is this your crowning moment so far with this game of football?
Man, it's a lot of winning the Super Bowl sports-wise, family-wise, love to talk to my kids, getting married. Sports-wise, you can go 1-1-1-1, and this should be up there. That's nothing like winning that Super Bowl. And I can't wait to revisit this and answer this question after we win the SWAT championship and the celebration. Now that might change it.
Okay, all right, got you.
Might creep up to that platinum status.
Yeah, all right. Where does your confidence come from?
I'm a believer. Believe in the man of God. The Lord has blessed me with a bunch of special gifts. And then he blessed me with the attitude that you're not going to give it to you. You have to earn it. So the preparation allows me to have confidence.
But I know there's been a trend as of late with former NFL stars becoming head coaches of HBCUs. What's your take on that?
I've been doing this for 20 years. So Dion, Vic, all those guys are late. They behind me. I'm doing this way before them. But I'm so happy
Yeah.
that they're giving guys opportunities. Because who knows the game? You got your ups and downs. Who knows how, besides the guy that have been there, what training camp is like. So I come in here and tell them this is what's going to happen. It's making millions of dollars and losing the money, turning it over, doing some good, doing some bad. Who knows better than somebody that's been there? And you're still young enough that you could go out and actually work with the kids and not just talk to them.
Okay, and one last question. Any advice that maybe some of these other coaches say, like Dion, did you seek any counseling from him in terms of what it's like to coach an HBCU?
Listen, we talk, text all the time. So counseling has been my whole life. And watching TV. So we're not just Dion. I talked to Coach Mullen, Dan Mullen the other day. So I get it from everybody. I believe in that. I believe that the conversation, like we said, the commitment to getting better starts with having conversation and being honest with other people that's done it.
Understand you talk about Okay. I understand you talk about Deion Sanders, but we do know that right here in the state of Mississippi, he reached back and he was able to get some of our SWAC coaches and take with him. One in particular is Coach Vincent Dancy.
Yes.
And Dancy had someone under his administration who I consider to be the recruitment's secret weapon. And I was wondering, would you be willing to consider Javier Gonzalez to be on your team, to be one of those recruitment people as a part of one of the...
We consider everybody. I'm not holding anybody that can help the team win. In this business, when you become a new coach and it happens so fast like this, we put together your staff of guys you can trust that you know.
Yes. First
So
and
initially,
foremost.
you have guys, then eventually you start the franchise and you get to know other people. But I'm not opposed to anybody that can help us win.
But I believe if Deion Sanders had not grabbed Vincent Dancy, we wouldn't know about the winning strategies that he brought and what was he, an analyst? Yes, the analytics, yes, that he brought with him because he had an eye for success and he could pull out the weaknesses. And this guy served right along with Vincent Dancy.
That's what D. I call him D. That's what D does, and that's what we all supposed to do. How you show love, how you show your concern is giving back.
Yes.
Reaching down and bringing up some other people. And that's being humble, that's being respectful, and that's trying to create a legacy of this is what you're supposed to look up to. If this is what happens when I get in this position, I'm going to have it.
Okay, thank you.
Last time Valley had a winning season was in
20 years ago.
2006, was about 20 years ago. And you constantly talk about winning,
Yes.
winning sweat, winning the celebration
Yes.
mode as well. You know, why is it so important for you not to settle for less?
That's me. I've been a winner. I remember winning the Pop Warner Mustangs. That's just how long. That was 6-7 years. I was 6-7 years old. It's a part of me. It's a part of my fabric. Like I told you, I'm from a Punkville Harlem family. All we know is hard work, discipline, and what's the end goal? I'm not here to not win ball games. I'm not here to get kids to graduate. I'm not here to have the influence. That's all we are, really. Have the influence that when football is over, are you going to have that impact in society like you should? Contributing, doing some great things. And that's all. That's very special.
So being from Mississippi, you're saying that you want to pull from Mississippi first. Is that correct?
Always.
Always.
So obviously, if you have so many, you can't get everybody. You got to get some guys. And like right now, I want to pull as many from Mississippi as possible. But if we don't have them, I got to go get some players.
Gotcha.
But the vocal point starts and ends with Mississippi recruiting. Get your grades. Let's show up and show out at these camps. And let's get it done. That's what I tell the players.
Now, the Mississippi Delta is kind of different from the coast. You know, it gets boring up
Yeah.
this way.
Mississippi has 3 levels.
Okay.
You got the coast,
Mm-hmm.
you got Jackson, you
Mm-hmm.
got the Delta.
Mm-hmm.
So from recruiting, there's a difference. I'm telling you, there's a difference in athletes. There's a difference in teaching style,
Behavior.
teaching behavior, attitude.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's the beauty of it.
Mm-hmm.
They've helped me grow
Gotcha.
and change and continue to develop to be in this position. So I took my arrows to coaches, former players that I've coached because they've helped me continue to grow.
It was my district like you played with this amazing people.
I'm 15 Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you had some amazing coaches as well. Coach
Yes.
Belichick,
Yes,
considered one of the greatest coaches in the field.
absolutely. Don Shula.
Yeah,
I didn't mention Don. Sorry.
yeah. And, like, who inspired you to just get to, spot the union now?
Man, I just love to compete, right? If I had to pick one person that inspires me that's continuing to grow, it'd be my mom.
Mm.
I mean, just from I had to remind her this sometimes that she was working 2 jobs and she was bringing food home. That wasn't just for me. She was eating too. But her commitment to us, to her well-being, uh, and now to this day, commitment to continue to grow. Is just amazing. And she couldn't make it today because she's been retired. She's retired twice. I'm 73, I'm 73, going out next week. She's retired twice. And somehow she finds that hard work is what makes her tick. So she finds all type of, I call them like gigs to continue to grow. So I'm really proud of my mom.
Can we expect a star-studded sideline like prime time?
Yes. Now this is the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Colorado is easy to get into.
Okay.
You have to make a few stops, but yes, you're gonna see some guys.
Gotcha.
You're gonna see some different guys coming. You're gonna see them in the spring too.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
What do you think got you this job? What do you think was the difference with your makeup compared to maybe some of the other candidates?
Dr. Briggs, Coach Ivory, wanted something different. I've been ready for this. For the last 5 years, I've had a couple conversations with a couple of different HBCU schools, and look at my resume. I ain't just come off retiring, playing, come off the street. I mean, I put in work. I intentionally went back as a GA, a volunteer, worked on this and all that too. So I was aware of everything. I took the job at Mississippi State. I left Louisville. One reason. Dan Mullen said he was going to help me, give me some responsibilities as head coach. And to this day, I still talk to Coach Mullen. I really appreciate it. So the preparation, the work I put in, the attitude, like I want to have that impact, that influence, not just with the DBs, but with the entire team, the community. They said that we can do it different. Everybody though, how you guys gonna see how I act like today? It's gonna be like this in September.
Wow.
On the field, I'm still cool. You're gonna see a little bit, but when it's time to compete and be fiery, but you don't have to be that way all the time.
That's right.
And I think y'all seen a little bit with Dion. I think that it's with most former players. They fiery, they under control. Even in the NFL, you look at Todd Bowles. He like Todd Bowles, like he sleep. But you know he's intense and he's going. So yes, you gonna see a lot of it.
That's cool.
What do you remember about the state championship game against Green?
I remember we had 2 picks. The fans were amazing. I mean, it was all on the side. It was all on the field. And it was a good game. And we won.
That's the most important.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah, I heard you like to tell out of grill people that some of the teammates that you know.
I mean, I remind a lot of them. We gave up 52 points that year. We beat a lot of people. So what I tell them, y'all just want
The campus.
and we went in and dominated. And that's a
teammates. I mean, we had
Student reporter.
how you do it.
Student reporter.
Shamari Hunt here from the Delta Devils Gazette Sports Center. And you mentioned your experience as defensive back. You won the Super Bowl with Bill Belichick in 2021. And MVSU ranked at the bottom of the FCS in terms of big play yards given up. What changes in scheme, technique, and schematics would you look to make to try to negate that and get more production out of the back end?
You know, everybody runs kind of similar scheme. Mindset. And then the little adjustments we're gonna make, we're gonna throw in a few wrinkles. But it's gonna be the eval recruiting. You know, one of the things that really bothers me, even at the highest level, we say we want a playmaker. But we sign a recruiter guy that don't know. And I used to tell him, he didn't make a play in high school. He didn't make a play in college. Like picks. He made tackles with this. What makes you think he's gonna go out and pick this ball in the ball? It's the highest level. Or high school to college. He didn't make no plays in 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade. But he big. Like you right now. If you walk on campus, everybody trying to recruit you. Because you look the part.
So, number one mantra of Bill Belichick was do your job. How would you say how important it is for each and every one of those players to do their job each and every day once they step on this?
6 world championships. That's Super Bowl. So I would say very important.
Now,
Very.
in terms of culture, what did you learn from that 2001 season after winning a championship that you played and instilled in your values?
I knew I finally had a coach that trusted what I was doing in my film study, allowed me to have input. He had to give a scout report of who I was going to cover every Friday. And I went out and he let me do it. And he said, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do, making plays, we have no issue.
Now, understanding the game the way you understand the game, what would you say was the biggest problem with MVSU last season from your standpoint?
Not scoring enough points.
Giving up on.
Giving up too much. You have to outscore your opponent. Make an adjustment. Not doing the same old things.
Now, going to the offensive side of the ball, the biggest issue with the offensive side of the ball was the offensive line. Through the transfer for the high school recruits, how do you retool this offensive line to give a young quarterback a chance to be successful at this level?
Sometimes you got to get new players.
Now, wide receiver production, Kerry Ross is one of the top guys. Now, you have guys like Nate Heath to Jackson State. How are you planning on retooling that wide receiver room and getting the most out of their production?
Again, we have to eval the talent, get some guys in here, see what we have, see if they fit what we do. Our system's gonna be totally different, and we're gonna play to win. So if we don't have the guys that can do it now, we got to get somebody in. Right? We had guys jump in the portal because they want to do something else. So big.
As you mentioned, the transfer portal has had a tremendous impact on college football. How do you plan on using the transfer portal to your advantage to build a winning program?
Well, I'll let you guys know next week.
Are you going to do like a weekly broadcast or something to keep us abreast?
Yeah, y'all follow me. I'm a social media guy too, so
Okay.
I'll be giving you guys updates. But ask me this question next week when you see the final, because we as we speak, I'm working.
Sidebar piece. Go ahead.
Okay, Bill the Devil can say the fact that vouchers.
Okay.
And that was Gemini. Okay. All right, you mentioned about Cleveland State. Right now in college football, it used to be the fan stand base has to compete with the tailgater.
Yes.
So what do you suggest, or what kind of ideas, what would you bring to help us get some of the tailgaters out of the area and into those things? I mean, I know you're not the marketing person or whatever, but from a coach standpoint, what can you tell us that we can do?
Win, make it exciting, have something going on in the state that they want to see. Don't show the game outside, whatever it is, but get them in whatever it takes, which is first winning, the exciting, get them to participate. I want the fans to participate. I'm gonna have something like, hey, you want to call, you get 5 players, you pick
pick the top. We're gonna beat us now. You gotta pay for that. I want fan engagement.
Fan engagement.
Not crying, not complaining. I'm out here with some solutions.
Thank you. Wealthy.
Thank you. All right, that's why I'm here, man. I'm here for a reason.
He said one more question.
One more question.
AD.
What attracted you to this position?
Well, obviously, opportunities here, right? I don't mind a challenge. I've had experience. I went to the University of Akron, my first coaching job. Similar situation. They hadn't had a winning season in about 20 years, 15, 20 years. So I know how to build. I know what it takes. I understand that. And once you do that, this community, the fans, the university, it's just beautiful. And I want to be able to put this.
Strawberry lovers, enter the month of love with intentions. Pre-order your option of milk chocolate, white chocolate, pink chocolate, or Oreo chocolate for the special price of $13 for half dozen. Add peanuts and the price would be $15 for half dozen. Or bump it up to $25 for a dozen. Or with peanuts, $28. For more details, call the number on the screen, 662-336-9559.
The Mike Magazine.